What's up, guys? I'm Jeff, and this is Gaijin Hideout, a channel where I explore my love for JRPGs, RPGs, various Japanese and Western games, and especially Monster Hunter, which I've been addicted to since I found it last fall. I'm excited to reveal and announce to you guys today a very special challenge that I will be undertaking. Introducing the Ultimate Monster Hunter Wilds Challenge. Now, before we get into this, I want to give special credit to my chat member Glitzy for coming up with this challenge, and they've actually already completed the challenge in I think under 2 weeks, like a week and a half. It's crazy, crazy speed. And Glitzy also requested that I give credit to the original Ultimate Monster Hunter World Challenge, which was created on Reddit by the user Cat Says LOL, Cat Says LOL. Which he took inspiration from to create this challenge. So what is this? So basically, I've done my time as a Monster Hunter noob, and now with the release of Wilds, I am ready to use this game to master all 14 weapons. And I'm going to do that using this challenge. So I would love to have you join me on this journey, which is going to start this week. So let's get into the rules of this challenge and into the details around the monsters that will be involved in this challenge as well. So starting with the rules, you can see it on the screen here, but I'm going to go through it. So all of the monsters involved here are going to be hunted at a 5 diamond difficulty. That's the pink diamonds that you see over the monster when you start the hunt. They also need to be tempered where that applies. If there's a tempered version, it's going to be we're going to be hunting the tempered version. Old hunts do not count. So I would invite everybody to take on this challenge with me. Other people in my chat have already done it. But when you start the challenge, if you've done these hunts in the past, you gotta redo them when you agree to take this challenge. Rule number 2, and this is kind of a big one. No restocking mid-hunt. This is the first big limitation of that makes this an ultimate challenge. So the one place you can restock on a hunt is at the tent at the very beginning of the hunt, and that's just to allow for you start a hunt and you forgot something. It's totally okay. You can, I will be allowed to switch out items that I forgot. But as soon as I make contact or engage in combat, basically, with the monster that I'm hunting on that hunt, I'm not allowed to restock anymore. So that includes after carting, no restocking. When the monster leaves, like when he runs away, no restocking. What I can do is I can bring crafting materials with me and craft the items, totally allowed. And also allowed is gathering items in the wild to craft on the fly or to heal yourself. So vigor whilst floating around, or even just materials that you might need. Also allowed is the Seikret pouch. That is items they give you at the start of the quest, and then it refills periodically. All of that is allowed as well. So, but beyond that, no manual restocking if you run out of your favorite items, just to make it a little more challenging. Next rule: no capturing the monsters. Have to slay the monster. Last rule: no Palico. All of this is to make it, just extra difficult, and really push you to take advantage of your environment and think about the hunt and everything like that. Generally, these are the some self-imposed rules that people in my chat have agreed on, particularly Glitzy, that they've found to be to help make the game extra challenging. But other than that, everything else is totally on the table. Now let's talk about the monsters involved with this challenge. So first up, Tempered Mizutsune. And again, all of these 5 diamond difficulty. So it's going to be Tempered Mizutsune, Tempered Arkveld, Tempered Gore Magala, Zoh Shia, which doesn't have a tempered version yet, but is on the same level, and Arch-Tempered Rey Dau. Now, there's a caveat around Arch-Tempered Rey Dau that has to do with how we're going to address this challenge moving into the future, because this challenge is available to anybody. If anybody that wants to try it out, we're gonna have the this image. I'm gonna make sure it's in our Discord with resources to participate in it. So if you're really good, you can get this done in like a week and a half. If you're kind of just coming out of being a noob like me, this might take several weeks or months. Even I might be going till the end of the year. If that's the case, this lineup is going to change, and particularly with Rey Dau, Arch-Tempered Rey Dau, obviously he's only going to be here for another week or two before he gets rotated out, and he might not be back for a very long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hunt him while he's here, using what weapons I can get through. It might just be one or two. And then when he's gone, I'm just going to stick to the other 4, just to kind of certify to myself that I have like mastered a new weapon that I'm trying out. Now, the flip side of that is when he inevitably gets rotated back in, and we don't know when that could be. That could be like next year. They might do it more frequently. When Rey Dau comes back, during that period when he gets rotated back in, I am going to have just a massive marathon stream, or streams plural, where I try and kill him with every single weapon that I've gone through and taught myself up until that point. So if it's like next year and I've done all 14 weapons, you're going to see a 14 weapons versus Rey Dau video from me for sure. So that is basically how we're going to handle this. I'll check off whatever boxes I can and just always keep track of it for when they add it back in the future. Future title updates or limited events, they're probably going to give us similarly difficult hunts like Rey Dau. And if that's the case, or when that happens, we will add on to this. We'll add on to the grid. That's the current plan. And so this challenge is going to evolve and get larger over time. That's how it kind of differs slightly from, the Ultimate Monster Hunter World challenges. That was done at the very end of World and Iceborne, and everything was out. Alatreon, Fatalis, and Arch-Tempered Volcano were all out. They were done. So for this, we're going to just let it ride. We're going to evolve it over time. Laggy in Title Update 2, if they make it as difficult as the tempered version is difficult as Mizutsune, you could easily see that on here. Another Arch-Tempered, easily see that on here. You get the idea. So... anyways, so you're going to see this challenge evolve the longer it goes on. And, event monsters are only temporarily here. They'll be hunted to the best of my ability, while making sure I'm still learning the weapons properly. And, they'll be rotated out, even though they'll be added back in eventually. If nothing else, with all those changes, I can at least promise you that I'm going to use the main 4 monsters, Mizutsune, Arkveld, Gore Magala, and Zoh Shia, that I have consistent access to. I'm going to definitely use all 4 of those to basically master whatever new weapon I'm teaching myself at that time. So at the very least, you're going to get the 4. Probably going to get more. All right. So... here's my personal plan for how I'm going to approach this with different weapons. Right now, I have about 200 plus hours in the game, and all of it is in dual blades. So I'll be starting with dual blades, for this challenge. But generally speaking, each weapon going forward is going to get its own learning arc. First, I'm going to stream myself learning it. That could be multiple streams. It could be weeks. It really depends on how comfortable I get with it, with the weapon, and how quickly. Will totally vary by weapon. In the middle of that, I'm going to drop a first impressions video of that weapon. I generally, this is my 3rd Monster Hunter game, but I'm generally still very new. I've only been playing since last August. I haven't really played with a ton of different weapons in past games. It's more been whatever weapon I could manage to make work for me. So because of that, I'm going to be getting exposure to a lot of new weapons. And it's going to be my first time really playing a lot of these weapons in a Monster Hunter game for more than 5 minutes or something. So for each of these, when I'm learning them, in the middle of it, like I said, I'm going to drop a first impressions video. And when I'm ready after that, I will then attempt the challenge here that we've just been describing. And we'll upload that afterwards to the YouTube channel as well. Just like a compilation of, my attempts at that from that stream. After I've succeeded, we've considered I've mastered the weapon, become competent at the weapon. Maybe master's too strong of a word for you. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe even this isn't enough to consider you've mastered the weapon. But once we've certified that I know the weapon enough to pass this challenge, I'm going to upload a full weapon review video for that weapon, sharing my experiences. I'm also going to do that with dual blades shortly as well. We'll be using the Gaijin Hideout Discord for you guys to vote on what the next weapon should be. And so once that weapon has been selected, I'll then just restart this process with the new weapon. So like I said, I'm going to be starting this week with my current main dual blades and doing the challenge probably on Friday or the weekend. And then, you'll see a review after that, and then there will be voting. So if any of this interests you, if you want to see my journey as I master all 14 of these weapons in Monster Hunter Wilds, here's what you can do to keep up with my progress. First, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you see the progress videos. First impressions, the actual challenge itself, and a final review of the weapon. You can also join the Discord, which I'm linking down in the description, the Gaijin Hideout Discord, and there you can vote for what the next weapon should be. You can participate in the challenge. I'll make sure these resources are available in there if you want to make your own image and mark off your progress. And you can also talk about this and whatever else you want with other hunters. We've got a very active Monster Hunter channel. A lot of the community are very avid Monster Hunters. The last thing you can do, most importantly, is follow me on Twitch and join in the live chat so you can see and be a part of the learning process live. I'm going to stream as much of this as I can within reason. Definitely the initial learning process for me. Maybe I do some grinding off stream, but definitely the formal learning process where I'm understanding the weapon and definitely the challenges and most of the grinding. So if you want to be involved with that, if you want to shape that, if you want to give me your tips while I'm learning, definitely head over to twitch.tv/Gaijin Hideout and follow me there and join me in chat. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video and following along if you choose to. And I will see you in chat. I'll see you in the comments, and I will see you in the Discord. Peace out.